electroform?
Wow, so electroforming. I was actually introduced to electroforming by Sherry Hobb. She's a really fantastic artist. She's been doing jewelry work for years and years, has published a bunch of books. And my first exposure to it was through her, and she really kind of helped me see some really great possibilities with it. So yeah, it's kind of cool.
What kind of art pieces do you create most often?
Wow, when it comes to electroforming, I really like doing things with jewelry because I like copper so much and mixed metals. I like to do a lot of soldering. I'm such a fan of silver and soldering, but I also like to solder with the copper as well. And if there's pieces that really don't lend themselves to that process, then the electroforming is exactly what I love to introduce to it. So there is that adhesion and that bond that is still a metal. Kind of continues with that metal feel without it really interfering with what I see as the finished piece.
What other kind of art styles do you work with?
Wow, I love art. So when it comes to the metals, I like doing the etching, I like doing soldering, I like doing patina work a lot, but I also like fiber. Fiber is really one of the things that got me into the metals. I've had this vision of a big wall piece that combines fiber and metal, and at some point I'd really like to do some very large wall installations that incorporate etching and enamels and even some fiber craft in it too. So get to see where that goes.
Do you have a favorite kind of metal to work with?
Silver. I love working with silver. I love working with gold. I like the way they work together. Right now, gold is more of a introductory accent piece, and I want to learn more about how to really incorporate that. But silver is really it's really fluid. I really understand that metal a lot. However, I must say that I have worked with bronze. I have worked with copper extensively, and they've taught me probably. They teach me something different than silver does. The composition of the metals, the melting points, and all that, completely different. And so, honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, I kind of like all of them.
What is the best thing that you've been able to do because of your art?
Wow, the best thing, express myself. That creative outlet, I think, is intrinsic in every single human being. And I have been fortunate enough to keep a passion about how I can actually incorporate creativity into my world. I'm curious. I'm just a curious person, and because of that, I think there's a natural creativity that kind of gives me a lens to look at life through, and it has just been natural for me to try and pull different things into my life, and the art has really just been phenomenal for me. It's kept me grounded, and I think that's one of the things that really is essential for everybody. If you don't have a creative outlet, and it doesn't have to be art, it could be anything that you get inspired by. To me, that's creativity. It could be geometry. If it inspires you and you start challenging and asking questions of your mind, and looking for solutions and inviting those different aspects to come in, then I think that's where you really do find a lot of enhanced joy that comes from your heart, comes from your life, and for me, I find it a lot in art.
Thank you.
Hey, you're welcome.